Don't see anything. Now I see it saying live.
We did it. We did it. Hello. Eventually, I knew I would get this right by hitting the right buttons at the right time. So yes, third time's a charm, right? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live Q&A for the $4,000 anniversary headline challenge. Oh, that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful, but because there's a lot you're going to get, right? You're going to get a lot. So we are here. This is daughter number 2, Tiara Cole, my co-host, fellow copywriter, graphic designer, and all kinds of wonderful things that she is. We are here for you. No agenda except to answer your questions, okay? That's the plan. Some of you were not able to tell me that you emailed and said you wouldn't be able to make it, and you sent your questions ahead. So Tiara has some of those questions, but we're going to give priority to those of you who are here right now, and we'll try to get as many questions answered in the next hour as possible. Before we get started, let me just once again just give you a brief, idea of how awesome this opportunity is for you to join the Crazy Copy System Live Mentoring Show. So what is that show? Okay. It is something you would not believe until you experience it. That's what the show is. I call it the Crazy Live System Mentoring Show because the crazy is an acronym that stands for the way I write copy. And that's what I teach you, the C.R.A.Z.Y. That is going to show you how to put together copy. We talk about that throughout the show. But what was really exciting is what we do in the show is we will have cover test challenges, headline challenges, where I have clients lined up waiting for me to write copy for them. But instead of me writing the copy, I said, hey, listen, let me get my writers to do it because I want them to be able to get experience. I want them to be able to get samples. I want them to get tested, proven samples. And I want them to be able to get paid when they deliver the goods. And so my clients have said, okay, as long as you finalize, you approve this, Carline, we'll go with it. So I've got carte blanche to help, get as many cover tests out there for as many of my copy cubs as possible. So the challenge comes in where you can come up with an idea of what we're going to do. You're going to put on a headline and you submit that idea to me. I look at it. I help you make it stronger. If it makes it through, we're going to go through different stages and cuts to get to the really good stuff, right? There's no guarantee that because you submit something, it's automatically going to be, accepted because, that's not how life works. So bottom line is you submit an idea. If it's good, we work with it and, mold it and make it really good. And like I said, I'm helping you. Tiara's helping you. Then we turn it into the client. And then the client gets yes or no. Then we take it and get it designed. And you get to see all of these steps. The design stage, and then it gets tested and you bite your nails like I do, waiting for results. And then when we get the results, I show you the numbers. And when you win, you get paid. And in this case, the payday is $1,500 for the winning cover test, plus, first time I've ever done this, plus a $2,500 consultation with me. So one-on-one on Zoom, I will focus on you, your business, your copywriting, whatever you want to do. We can talk about your kids if you want to. I don't care, but for a whole hour to really help you to grow your business and answer questions that you want, answer personally. So that is what's awesome about this. You just got to see this and try it to believe it. And now we've been doing it for a year. In fact,
full year.
Can you believe it? A full year. On Thursday will be our 1-year anniversary. So when you join, you are going to be right there first day, celebrating with us for the 1-year anniversary. You're going to see results that we've had of past cover tests. You're going to meet some of the winners are going to be there. Your fellow tribes members. We've got some winning covers. I mean, kicking butt in the mail right now from folks who are first time writers. Hamza won the last cover test challenge. He won $1,000. I forgot how much it was, But whatever it was, he got the money, he got the cool, I'm on a roll, I beat Carline's control t-shirt, which I left it over there, doggone it, I have to go get it. And you know, bragging rights, he's got samples. I mean, Hamza's on cloud 9, right? So, you know, he, again, first time, you know, new writer, and he hits it out of the ballpark and gets a kick butt, you know, control for us. He kicked my butt, that's for sure. And that's great, because I want all of you to kick my butt. I want you all to say, I beat Carline, and you got a great story to go and tell your clients, hey, my copy went up against an A-list copywriter and I beat it. You know, pretty smart. I don't mind that at all. So anyway, like I said, it's a win-win-win situation. You win because you get a chance to break into the industry. You get a chance to earn while you learn, and you have writing samples. You know, I win because you know, you're helping me keep my promotion in the mail longer. The client wins because, hey, the client is getting more and more orders coming in from your product. So the client's happy. So it's win-win-win all the way around. So in a nutshell, that is what, you know, our show is about. And that is what I'm inviting you to come and try and see what it's like. One of the questions I'm always getting is, am I committed to like this, you know, long-term agreement? No. It's a monthly payment. You know, if you decide you don't want to stay after 5 months, 3 months, whatever the time you want to, you can cancel at the end of the month, and that's it. I don't tie you down to anything. It's not worth it. If that's not where you want to be, I don't want you to be here. You know, I want people who understand the value of what they have, where an A-list copywriter.
That's you.
That's me. Thank you.
So sorry. In case anybody was confused.
It's me.
Okay.
Who you're going to be able to have access to every week. You know, you share your questions with me. I'll look through your copy. We do amazing copy critiques where I tear up your copy, but I help you build it back up and make it much stronger. So, you know, it's just how we roll here. It's a great tribe, great atmosphere. So excited. Would love to invite you to join us during this invitation period. And you got daughter number 2, Tiara. She's quiet because I'm talking a lot, but trust me, she is not quiet at all. So welcome, Tiara. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. And, happy anniversary.
I same thing to you, because you were there day 1 too. So happy anniversary to you. I can't wait to see what we're doing on Thursday for the. She got surprises. I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I know. Let's just keep that under wraps until tomorrow. I'm very excited about tomorrow.
Anything you want to add to what I've said before we start with the Q&A section?
Just the fact that we have an amazing tribe of gold members who are dedicated to mastering the C.R.A.Z.Y method. We love our members. It's such an encouraging environment. We have ones that have stuck with us the entire year, since from the second that we launched our very first show, they are still right in the trenches with us, and they are having kick butt results from the training that they've gotten from the Mom Boss. The hands-on, her digging in deep with their copy has just changed the way that they write. That we've gotten a lot of feedback from our members about just how much they enjoy the crits that you get, that they're not these little, fluffy, oh, try harder, but it's like, no, this sucks, fix this. So it's definitely something that if you are trying to break into the business, if you are trying to write winning copy that gets results, if you're trying to impress the heck out of your clients, out of prospective clients, this is the kind of mentorship that you need that will bring the most value to your copy. And you're just gonna be with a great bunch of people that are just trying to make this work for themselves. So, and I'm not just saying that because she's the Mom Boss, I am saying that as being a writer that's benefited herself from this level of copy critiquing that she does. So
yeah, that's right. You got several controls now,
This is true.
The critiquing. And we talk about the critique because we all start the critique with my little mantra, and it turns out the mantra is now the title of my upcoming new book, which you can probably pre-order on Amazon. But and it's called Your Copy Sucks, You Don't. And that's because that's the mantra before we would start the actual, cutting into the copy. I would say, come on, repeat after me. You're awesome. You're amazing. Your copy sucks. You don't. And so that has kind of not only become, our mantra for the C.R.A.Z.Y show, but it was like a natural title for my new book, which is called Your Copy Sucks, You Don't, 60 Kick Butt Lessons on Copywriting, Business, and Life. Like I said, you can pre-order it on Amazon, but that's not what we're talking about right now. It is time for Q&A time. Let's get it going. You have any questions? We'll start with Tiara.
Sure. So just because, let's just get a little bit in here for some that may be looking for the mentorship to know if it's right for them. I'm going to start with one of the questions that we got. Do I really get crits on my copy? Like, how does that work? How does that process work?
Okay, on the show, we have time where we you get to submit your copy. You will submit it. And then Tiara takes it, sends it over to me. Tiara looks at it, and then I look at it, and I go through your copy. It's not just cursory. I'm going through your copy, and I'm giving you solid crits all the way as far as what you can do to strengthen the copy, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And then we go on the show. Now, if you're submitting a copy crit, you're also saying it's okay to share your crits with the team, with the tribe, right? Because everybody's going to learn from you, because not everyone may have samples to have crits, but you can learn from other people's, samples, examples, and whatnot. So yeah, we go through it, and I will go through the copy, whether it's landing page copy, email copy, direct sales copy, Facebook copy, whatever. I mean, we have some crazy stuff. People submitting resumes,
mock ads. If you don't have a sample, something that some of our members have done is they've taken a promotion that they want to, that they think they can write or do a better job writing, and they've submitted that mock sample to the Mom Boss just for tips so that they can work on writing strong headlines. They can work on their leads. They can work on bullets. They can work on killer testimonials. But you're able to watch the Mom Boss. She'll show you how to do it, and then you can practice and then have her rip your copy to shreds to see how well you did. So it is very much a back and forth mentorship with the copy crits.
Yeah, and talk about ripping to shreds. Remember the one copy for the John's? He had the positive acceptance copy on his landing page, and he said, "Hey, can you take a look at this copy and see what I can do with it?" I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I said, "Could do this, switch this, fix this, or whatever." He went and did it, came back and said he got 100.
Andrew.
Andrew.
That's why I'm confused. Andrew. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Andrew.
We love Andrew.
We love Andrew. We love Andrew. Got 120% lift in response, and it was already a strong sales piece. And just making those few edits that he said he got that, he's like, "Wow, this is awesome." I think that was earlier in the year when Andrew got that. Andrew has not left us for 1 second.
We love Andrew.
I can get this kind of help.
And many of our other veterans.
Yes. That's it. So yeah, absolutely, you do get real crits, not just fluffy stuff. It's serious, big girl panties on, when you get in the crits, make sure you wear them. So
yeah.
What's next?
Let's see. So we talk a lot about our cover test challenges that we have. So let's explain a little bit more about how these cover tests can potentially be used as samples to be able to get the interest of prospective clients.
Sure. Okay. The biggest problem you're going to have if you're a spanking brand new copywriter is you don't have any samples. Because one of the first things your prospective client's going to say to you is, "Let me see your samples." I mean, that's how this business works. They want to see what you've done, to see what you're capable of doing for them. So I know this because I was a marketer. The first 12 years of my career, I worked in the marketing department. I was the one asking copywriters for their samples. Okay, so I understand that. I know that's a big hurdle to get over. So to be able to have a sample, and not only a sample, but a cool story to go along with that sample, will get your foot in a door. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll announce the product on Thursday that you are going to be working on. I will show you what has worked in the past. I will give you the entire promotion. You're going to go home. You're going to read it. You're going to think about what you could do to create a very simple cover test. I mean, it's simple because it's only 1 page. Okay, I'm not asking you to write me 25 pages. No, I want you to give me a killer headline and support that headline with some deck copy and a couple of bullets, or maybe some proof elements on that cover. We've had cover tests that were just 7 words for the headline that kick butt. I'm just saying, if the total word count may have been like 40 words in the whole page, and it won. So it's not volume, it's quality, right? So you're going to create a headline, you're going to submit it. You know, when I said we're going to have a date here, it gives you the schedule of dates. And it's like you submit your idea, one idea, you submit it, kind of how you want me to envision your cover to be. You don't have to design anything. I don't want you to design anything. You keep it simple in a Word document. No fancy schmancy artwork. Just keep it simple, just so I can see what you're trying to do. And we'll show you. We have a template to show you how to drop your copy in place so it fits right. So you're going to do that. You're going to submit it. And I'm going to go through every one of the submissions. And I'm going to find the ones that I like. And there is no limit. It's not like I can only pick 3. No. If I get 30 submissions and 30 are good, I'm going to submit 30 to the client. Okay. It's as simple as that. I've done it. I have done that. So but you got to do your part. You know, you got to just show, you got to bring me a good idea. You know, and so even if you don't have a great idea, you know, a good idea, maybe I'm looking at your copy, but I'm going, ooh, I don't like your headline, but you said something right over here that is really your headline. Play with that. Take that copy and move it up. And now let's support it. That I've done that numerous times, you know, and that what they turned in was not what they got back. But I said, take that idea, work on it. So we do that the first round. And so then I go through all the copies. Some of them are not going to make it. If they're not good, they're not going to make it. If I don't see any way to make them better, they won't make it. Some of them will be maybes, like if you might make it, if you go back and do these things, I'll give you another shot at it. And some of them are flat out yeses, okay? So that's round 1. Then we go the next week, you show up with round 2 where you've made your edits and your changes, and you submit this to me. This is the final round. At this point, I'm going to go, all right, I like this one. Yes, 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 no, yes, no, 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 yes, whatever the case may be, maybe. And so that will be the group that we're going to take. And then I will work on it one more time and tighten the copy to make sure we're not missing anything. And then I submit that to the client for them to review. And the client will take a look at them. And usually this client, this one coming up with this project, usually it's like, hey, Carline, if you like it, we love it. You know, so the client will look at it and then send it to legal. And the legal department will go through the copy and come back and say, yeah, you know, you can't say this, you can't say that, you know, this is a problem, you know, whatever. Come back with me, let me know all that. And so then I come back to class and I share with you what I've got. And we go through the copy again. You know, and I'll let you see, I mean, you'll see what I've done. I should say, you'll know which ones made it. I'll go, these are the ones that are going to design, which is exciting, right? So then, you know, you're going to design, and then the copy goes to design. And once it comes through from the designer, you get to see what you turned in to what you actually, you know, was going to actually go in the mail. That is so exciting. I mean, dang it, that is, if I could have done it showing you this stuff, I would have do it. It's so exciting to see your little, you know, Word document and stuff, and all of a sudden you got this color, you know, piece in there. That's so cool. And so then it gets designed. After that, it gets scheduled to get tested. And my clients are spending about $25,000 for each of these cover tests. You know, each one. Now we test 6 or 7 or 8, $25,000 each. Okay, it's a lot of money on the line. So I got to make sure that not only am I helping you, I want you to do well, but I need you to do well, you know, because I got the client who needs to have a winner. So I'm going to help you as much as I possibly can to get your copy where it needs to be, because I want the client to be happy with results. Okay. So then it gets tested, and then we get the results back, and I share with you the results. You see the numbers, you see how you do compared to the control. It's always my control that you're trying to beat. So we'll say, here's my control over here, and here are the test panels over here, and which ones beat my control. I mean, the one that beats my control, the winner, bam, becomes a new control, becomes the winner, gets paid, you know. But even if you did not win, you still have samples. You have a real tested writing sample. So let me tell you something about this. This is an industry in direct response. This is an industry where you can be, you know, successful with just 1% response. And just 1%, which means 99% of the people may not care about what they saw in the mail, but you got 1% who did, and that can make you a winner, which is really mind-blowing to me, but it is true. Okay. So the clients know it's not always easy, to get a control the very first time. They know that. So even if you don't have a winner, you can still use your sample to post it on your your website, or your social media, to say, hey, here's my latest sample. It was tested by a leading client. You can spin your story up until the point of it didn't beat the control, but you can say, it came close. You'll know how close it came. I'll say you were 20% off, from the control, or whatever. So I can show you that information. And so now you got samples. You can use that to go after more clients. Okay, you can go ahead. And by the way, one more thing. When I turn in your copy, from day one, when I turn in that copy, your name is on every document. Okay, I'm not. You're not ghostwriters. Okay, I was a ghostwriter for many years. It brought me good money, but nobody knew who I was. And that's, so you're trying to make the money and get the reputation at the same time. So we're gonna skip that. No ghostwriting here. My clients are gonna see it is, so and so, Jaden Kamau, Jaden Kamau, this was his cover, and boom, this is it. And Jaden's cover is the one that wins. So my client will know your name, and we're talking the leading client in the health industry. So it's not going to be a matter of, oh, this is all Carline's. No, they know what I'm doing. Everything is above board. I keep my dirt above board.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I messed up the song.
Just a friendly reminder. Thank you, Jaden, for already doing it. If you guys have questions that you'd like to have answered during the Q&A, please put it in the chat so that way we can get them answered for you. Jaden, you actually asked a really good question. And it's to the right person, because not only is the Mom Boss known as the queen of magalogs, but the reason why she could do so many fantastic cover test challenges is because she is literally the reigning champ of gut copy. So that ties into your question on how do you write body copy in a way people desire your product and not get bored and stop reading. Do you have anything you'd like to share with Jaden on that one?
Basically the C.R.A.Z.Y program, C.R.A.Z.Y. The C is the content. What are you saying? What kind of context are you putting it in? The R is result. What are you trying to get your reader to do at various stages of your copy? You have to have the end game in mind here. We know we want them to order, but at this point, you want from the headline to the lead. What are you trying to get them to do? Are you trying to, what kind of emotions are you trying to stir up? So we're going to go through all that, as you're writing the copy. Then the A for action. What do you want them to do? Okay, that's very important. You are controlling it. I mean, you really got to think of yourself as a copywriter as like a ventriloquist, or one of those people, the little marionette puppets, whatever. You want to control this experience for your prospect. Okay, and so then you got the Z, the zany. How do you make it fun? Like you said, you got a lot of body copy. I don't want you to get bored. So what am I going to do? I'm going to throw in some quizzes. I'm going to throw some cartoons in there. I'm going to throw some funny stories in there. I'm going to some shocking things, some graphic photos, anything that's going to keep you entertained. Because get this, you're not a copywriter, in the copywriting industry. No, you're not. You are in the infotainment business. You're in the infotainment, meaning that nobody woke up this morning saying, I can't wait to receive an email, from so-and-so, or from Jack, or I can't wait to get a promotion in my mailbox from Tiara. It's like, no, you're an uninvited, unexpected guest. Okay, so what do? You got to bring value. You got to bring value to people. You got to say, hey, I know you. I know you're having this problem right now, and I got something I can help you with. You got to catch their attention. That's why kick butt headlines are really important, right? You need a strong lead to get them in there, but the body copy needs to follow. And we talk about that. What do? You got to, have some nice, elements in there. You want to add strong bullets to keep your scanners going. You want to add some sidebars, so that people get bored. They can just go ahead and move wherever they want to. No matter where they go, you are still going to direct them to the sale. Okay. So, and then the Y is the yes. It's sort of how do you get them nodding their head as they're reading every section? Like, yeah, that's me. Oh, yeah, I need that. I got to get that. Because the more you can get them to do this, the easier it's going to be for them to get that credit card out and purchase the product. So I gave you a little, really a quickie here on the crazy approach, but that is how I write my body copy. That's how I look at my headlines, my lead, everything. I look at it through the lens of crazy. And the more I can say, check, check, check on the C.R.A.Z.Y, the better my chances of getting a success.
And what's great about the show too, Jaden, is that we've done control breakdowns where the mom boss has gone through her most successful promos and has broken down her method of crazy and how she's done it in all aspects of the promotion. So she'll show you how she does it live on the show each and every week. If that's what everybody wants, we try to give everybody, we give our members what they want, in all honesty. So it's very much on, if that's something that you really want to master and focus on, we'll do what we can do to be able to get you that information. So that helps strengthen your skills as a writer. But that is, and also if you have copy that you'd like the feedback where you've written and say, hey, mom boss, how's my body copy? You can have A-level crits from the mom boss herself on your copy so she can show you where you went wrong or where you went right.
Well, you know what? That's a very good point. This is not a scripted show. This is not a sit down, take notes, let me talk to you for 2 hours. I will be bored out of my mind. Are you kidding me? I'll be like, no, thank you. I'm not interested. I don't do that. So the show is really about you all. What do you need? And that's why it's constantly changing. So it's like, hey, I need some help. I'm trying to write the sales copy. Here's what I'm struggling with. Well, send it in. Let's look at it. Let me look at it for you. Let me help you. Okay. I charge $5,000 for copy crits. Okay. Per copy crit. When you join the crazy show, you can have as many copy crits as you want. You submit them, we will go through them for you. I want you to, succeed. Even for other people, I want your copy to shine. I want you to be able to grow and go and get your business going, get your copy going and say, Carline, help me get here, but I can take it from here and move on. I'm fine with that. I have 4 kids. I want them to, I love them, grow up and get the heck out of my house, move on and do better. Yeah, sorry. You can come visit. But just the point is that you can, if you want to. You will grow and you will be, I'm not trying to get you, tied down to me. No, I want you to learn what I've learned in these past 23 years as a freelance copywriter, plus another 12 years as marketing. So 35 years I've got experience in direct response marketing. And I specialize in the health field, but what you're going to learn transcends health. It doesn't have to be for health. You're going to learn the basic skills that you can write for, financial markets. You can write self-improvement, biz op, whatever you want. You can do it, because you're going to know the skill sets that you need to be able to write the copy. I love the health market. So I take those skill sets and I just focus and stay right here in the health area because that's where I thrive. That's where I love. So I do that, but you don't have to. You can go and do whatever else you want to do.
So I'm gonna since we touched on it a little bit about the niche that we focus in on. Ancient of Days had the question about, is this health industry herbal based or big evil pharma? So maybe that ties in maybe a little bit to like the clients that we have as well too. Mm-hmm.
Well, the health marketplace is huge. The niche that I have is the alternative health marketplace, which means big pharma is my enemy. For the most part. Okay. No, it's not. I do not write copy for drug companies. I do not write copy to support and promote, any types of drugs. I write copy to promote alternatives to drugs, natural remedies that you can use. So if you got a problem with your blood sugar, I'm going to show you some natural remedies that can help you balance your blood sugar without taking drugs, or helping you to maybe get off of the drugs for the natural approach. So that is what I love. That's what I specialize in, because I feel that there's a huge opportunity for people to get better without being, tied down to medication. Not that I'm not against drugs. I mean, there's sometimes, hey, you need to get that drug in there. You got to take it. I get that, but for the most part, we are not born to be drug addicts. Okay. That's it's kind of how the market looks at us, from a certain age, they get you in this drug from being a child, ADHD to becoming a teenager, putting you on, birth control pills or medication for stuff. And the next thing you know, as a woman, after that, you're on, you're taking stuff for menopause because you need that help. Until they got you in a cycle right there. They know how much every female, every male is worth, as far as the drug. So I help people find natural ways to feel better. So that's what I focus on. So the health, if you say health market, that includes everything, I focus on the alternative health market. So I'm going to show you herbal, natural remedies that will, help you to feel better, so that you won't have to take the medications, or you can get off the medications, or you can cut back on the medications, whatever it can do to help you feel better.
Mm-hmm. And those are the clients that you primarily will be
all my clients
to know.
You'll be writing for those type of clients. Okay. That's when you're doing the cover test challenges, you're going to write for those types of clients. But again, you're going to learn the skills that you say, health's not my thing. Okay, fine. Take those skills and go somewhere else and do something with them. You can still stay with me, but you can be, we have people who are not everybody on the tribe is a health marketer. We have people from different backgrounds. Some of them are in financial, trying to get into health. Some of them love being in financial. They just want to learn more about my style of writing so they can take it and run with it in their industry, which is perfectly fine with me.
Now, moving back towards, I feel like it's good to get a little bit towards the cover test challenge, because Joe's question that he put in here, once he was asking about how do you decide whether a word you want to emphasize in your headline needs to be in italics, all caps, or underline. Don't worry, Joe, I have you covered. He added that in at the last minute. But it sounds like he's already anticipating wanting to be part of our cover test challenge with that question. So what would you say, Mom Boss?
My answer, first of all, forget the underline. For the most part, forget the underline, because underlining can distract you, can distract your headline. I mean, I'm not saying you won't use it, but if you do, it'll be like on 1 or 2 words at the most. So for the most part, take the underline out of it. So how do you know how to emphasize the word? The best way to do that is what I tell my copy cubs all the time. Write like you talk. Say your copy out loud. So when you read that headline, where are you putting the emphasis? All right, are you putting the emphasis on the right syllable? So if read it. If there's a certain word you want to punch, well, then that's the word that might get the italicized. And this really, I don't like italics too much either, because aging eyes don't do well with italics. And remember, you are writing to a 50-plus-year-old market, more like a 70-year-old market. Okay, so and I'll help you with that information as you come join me. But so we're talking to older market. Older eyes don't do well with with a lot of italics, because it's just like, oh, what? It makes the eyes hurt faster, right? So I would say, so another way you could do it is, if you want to emphasize a certain word, you just change the color. So if your headline is all black, maybe you want one word to pop out, bam, put it in red. But again, don't you worry about that, because that's more of a design, issue. Write it so that I understand, okay, you want to emphasize this word, great. When it goes to design, put a note to the designer, we really want to emphasize this point. It's okay. We'll get it done that way.
And we teach you the ways to be able to properly communicate with your designers, so you'll be ahead of the game when you land that project, and you'll already have the lingo and stuff in place to be able to work with designers, which is really nice too. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So I got another question that we had sent in to us. Will you help me get clients, Carline?
Okay. I will introduce you to my clients. You will know who my clients are. I am not going to go walking around and saying, let me help you take you by hand and say, let me help you get a client here and there, whatever. No, I will help you get clients in a sense that I'm going to help you get samples. I'm going to help you get a great story. I'm going to help you get paid. And technically, if you get your cover tested, guess what? You have a client. This is a client. You have me as a client. You have the client. You have the company as a client. And then if you win, then you have a paid client. So that could be the first one to say, I wrote a promotion. I wrote a cover test for blank company. There's your client. They know who you are. It's true. You did write it for them, and you'll have a sample of it. So I'm helping you in those ways so that you can go out and get yourself a client. And we will talk about that. In fact, we have shows where we bring people in to help you get clients. In
You
fact,
mean like surprise guests and things?
surprise guest on the show. We'll talk about that. We had a copywriter agent recently come on the show to tell you, hey, if you're one of those kind of people who don't want to go out and get the business yourself, you rather have an agency take care of it for you. That's what they do. You pay I think a 20% fee of your earnings. But if you don't want to deal with having to get clients, you just want to write copy, then agency route may be the way for you to go. If you say, nope, I'm keeping my money and I am going to, go after my clients myself, then we're going to go and say, okay, find those clients. Let's talk about where do you live, who's around you, and then let's go broader. You got samples. Who do you send them to? How do you send it to them? Those things I will definitely help you with.
Love it. I'm going to jump back to the question that Nita put in the chat just now, which is a great one, which I think you'll be excited about the answer. She said, it's clear that a designer handles the visuals, but what if you're the type of writer that envisions how a section of your copy should appear? Is it offensive to do your own visual, or should you just verbally make your idea known?
No, it's not offensive at all, and a designer does not mind if you have a specific idea that you want. For example, I can write copy and I would say, I want this to be a shock factor. Okay. Or I want this to be, much more of a lovey-dovey kind of thing. Or I want this to be, I can tell the designer what I'm thinking about. Okay. And if you have pictures you want to drop in to show that, that's fine. However, just remember, the client is hiring you to write copy. So a lot of times my copywriters they spend so much time trying to get the right visual in place that the copy sucks. Okay. So focus on the copy and get the strong copy. And we will show you how to communicate, like you're saying, communicate with the designer so you can say, this is what I'm looking for. I have learned that because you're going to be working with an A-level designer, these are no rookies. Okay. These are experienced, maybe 15, 20 years of graphic design experience that we're dealing with here. So I learned when I'm dealing with somebody who knows what they're doing, and I don't necessarily, I'm gonna be quiet and just let them do their thing. So I will always say design suggestion, not mandatory, design suggestion. I'm thinking about this or that. And here's a picture to go with it. The designer can come back and say, you know what, I saw this, but I think it might look better like this. And a lot of times I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I never would have thought that before. Fine, let's go for it. The designer can give different, different options for the cover test. So if you just love it like that, and that's what you want to focus on is design. Tiara started off as a designer, and then she became a copywriter. But if you may find that maybe design is what you want to do instead of writing copy. But if you have that eye and there's nothing wrong with you showing, hey, this is how I'm envisioning it. All I'm saying is don't lock yourself in. You have an opportunity to work with experts in the industry. Let them show you how your copy can come to life. And you'll learn from that, if anything. So did I answer your question?
I hope so, Nita. And also, just so you know, with our cover test challenges, there have been several covers that our members have submitted with their picture that they had found because they had an idea. And you'll notice too, the Mom Boss just wants something very simple. But sometimes our members have found a picture that they just stuck on the cover, like, this is my idea. I like this. The designers actually use that for the main cover. So their idea did come to full fruition from their copy to their idea, their creativity. They followed through all the way. So that's kind of nice to see if you are much more of a design inclined person, that to see how the designer will create your entire concept. But that is a good point. We're A-level expert designers. So if you're not considered an A-level expert designer, do you really want to fight the A-level expert designer on your idea? Chances are they'll blow you out the water with what they can come up with, especially people like Rob Davis. But I don't want to name drop.
Absolutely.
Or do I want to name drop? I don't know.
That was a name drop, big time. Yeah.
Name drop.
Like I said, it's a creative environment. Mm-hmm. When it gets to that point, is a copywriter and the designer are a team. Okay. You as a copywriter, you are still in charge. You still make the final decision. So you can have two designs. The designer likes one and you like the other one. You can say, I see what you're saying, but I like this one instead. You can do that. That's your call. Or you can say, yeah, I see what you're saying. Here's my idea, but man, I like yours way better. We'll go with yours. It's not an ego thing because everyone has the same goal, which is to create a winning cover for the client. Okay, so that's what we're gonna keep in mind. So it's fine. Sometimes I've had, like I said, I've had exactly an idea what I wanted, and I'm like, this is it. And the designer just went right along with it. Other times I have no idea what it's gonna be, and the designer comes back with something that blows me away. And most of the time it's somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm. So that should hopefully give you guys a little bit of comfort. No one wants to stifle the creativity. And, you know, if it works out all the way through, that's even better.
That's why you're in this biz. You got a level of creativity in here that you want to use and you want to see it. So it's nothing wrong with that. It's a win-win situation. It's just working with the designer, you're not working against the designer.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of this, kind of like we're talking about partnerships and things like that, can you teach me about the business side of being a copywriter? We have a lot of people that are, you know, maybe they're starting out, they don't know, you know, pricing issues, where to find the clients, how to negotiate the deals. Can you help aspiring writers with stuff like that?
Yep, we can do that. We can talk about what you should pay for certain things. We can talk about how to get started. We do talk about those things. It's not, you know, yes, we do. The answer is, you know, you bring it up, we talk about it, and then I'll tell you what's going on, what's updated. I've had some of you guys have called me up and said, hey, I've got this project. I'm not sure how much I should charge for this. You know, how many pages is it? How many this? You know, so we got guidelines to kind of help you to be able to make good decisions. You know, as you're getting into the business of copywriting. And I bring more special guests who are in the business of copywriting. You get to meet clients. You know, these are people you're going to go after. You get to meet these clients on the show to come and talk to you about what they're looking for in copywriters. You get to talk with designers and they tell you how they like to work with designers. Then you'll meet other copywriters and you'll get to hear what their story, their struggles, their successes. That's all part of the business of copywriting, you know. So and you can watch my adventures of Copy Star Carline on my YouTube channel, and you get to see the fun part of copywriting, you know, the traveling and everything else that goes along with that too. It's, you know, it's just copywriting is part of your life. So you'll see how it all just fits in so nicely when you start making some money doing something that you like to do.
And then do you help with other types of or learning other copy skills besides cover test challenges?
Other copy skills besides,
yeah, or samples or other things like that besides cover tests?
Well, the cover test is the challenge we're doing. You know, we do the challenges every so often to help to get my clients going, to get you some money. But yeah, we talk about different types of copy. We talk about email copy. You have Facebook ads coming in. You know, if you want to write e-zines or special reports, Tierra started off in copywriting, writing special reports. You know, which are the, you know, not hypey copy. That's just basic, solid writing to support whatever promise that the copywriter made in the acquisition piece. If I said, hey, when you buy this product, you're going to get 3 special reports, you know, I'm not going to write the special reports. I'm not doing it, but I'm going to kind of say in a special report, you're going to find out X, Y, and Z, and I'll put those things in, and the client will hire another writer, much less than they're paying me, and then that writer will put together the special report, you know, that every product will need to have so that they can fulfill the order.
And then we also just started recently, we are trying to figure out how to do more specific workshops for different aspects of copywriting. We did a sidebar workshop not too long ago that to help our members practice writing strong sidebar copy. So we are definitely looking for ways to focus in on certain parts of a promotion that you may want to practice writing, and giving opportunities to do those kinds of things too.
And we did the leads. We talked about leads recently too. And by the way, when you join, it's not like you're starting from here and going forward. When you join today, you have access to our entire year's history. Every show that we've had is recorded. And
even the poop shows?
Even the poop
really?
It was a poop show, yeah, but I pooped. So yeah, you have access to our entire repertoire. I mean, you can say, oh, let me go, I want to see what that one she's talking about. What's the poop show she's talking about? You can go back and you can watch the video. So it's like you getting a whole year's worth of training that you can, you know, watch on your own, so that you can get caught up. So it's not like, oh man, I missed that on that show. We talk about the lead show or the sidebar show or the bullet show. It's there on the members page. Once you are signed up, you will have access to our entire library. That, you know, that's amazing. That is gold. It's solid gold. So you would have that at your disposal. Plus, when you join, remember the special gift, the $2,500 gift that you have, which is the copywriting on steroids, the boot camp copywriting on copywriting boot camp on steroids, the DVD. I did a seminar years ago for 2.5 days. They paid, $2,500 to attend the seminar, and we spent days just going over and breaking down copy, and it was all recorded. And so you can see that, you can watch. That's my gift to you for joining today, that you get the copywriting bootcamp on steroids for free. It's on your members page. All this is there for you, because I want you to devour everything that we have on there. Then when you show up for, the actual show, you're got, okay, I know this. I want to talk about this now. Let's focus about this. Let's do this, because that's how we're going to make the show perfect for you. Not just, like I said, it's not going to be textbook, schoolroom, read this chapter and come back and answer these questions on the quiz stuff. No, I've been out of school for a long time. Ain't trying to go back. I'm about the real school, right? The school of life. And so that's what we're doing. That's how we're rocking and rolling it. So yes.
So I'm going to jump in real quick and answer Alan's question. I think Alan is a new member.
Hi, Alan. Joined. Hello, Alan. I saw that.
So Alan, you already looked at the member page. I'm going to give you some tips really quickly. Like tomorrow's show, we will be announcing when we officially kick off our cover test challenge number 10. So you will get all that information tomorrow when you log in live for your first crazy show and our anniversary show. But in the meantime, please make sure to look at the resources that are available on the member page for how to do cover test and focus on the submission guidelines. Some tips for your covers that'll help you kind of get your brain ready, and then get questions together for tomorrow's show, because if you have them so that you can nail this cover test challenge, have those questions ready. You will have opportunities to ask them live when we do our show tomorrow. So just get familiar with the site. Maybe watch one of our recordings where you'll see how when we launch the initial submissions for a cover test challenge, that'll kind of help you understand our process a little bit more and get you ready so you can just dive right on into the crazy. Welcome.
Well, I love Alan, because Alan said, look, I've done these programs before where I'm just sitting there and getting lectured at. This is what, right, Alan? You said, is this what this is going to be about? I'm like, oh, heck no, I don't do that. No way. I said, this is a show. I'm going to show you what to do. It's going to be live. This is real time, real people. So,
and proof, Alan, we were never lectured as children. We were shown. We were shown all the ways to improve and to do things the right way. And if not, we were shown the consequences for not doing what the mom boss says. So yes.
And look how you turned out.
A little emotionally scarred. Okay. Cool. Now let's get into, since we're winding down, we've still got a few minutes left. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have while we're doing our live segment right now in the comment section of the chat. But Mom Boss, let's really talk about this cover test challenge that we're about to launch. So we talked about the amazing $1,500 payday that comes for the winner who beats your control. We know that there's the exclusive I'm on a roll, I beat Carline's control t-shirt that's up for grabs, right?
I'll go get it.
Okay, please do that. Ooh, I like that question from you, Danielle. Oh, yeah. Well, I said a minute. Yes. So we have the exclusive I'm on a roll, I beat Carline's control t-shirt that's so far rare winner circle that has this shirt. I'm in there.
It's growing. Are you kidding me? It's growing.
It's growing, but it is something that our members are like chomping at the bit to get. They are working hard to try to win themselves a t-shirt, because you can't get it on Amazon.
And you can't bribe me for it. I will not take the highest bid on there. Nope.
She will not. But let's talk about this extra $2,500 value gift of this consultation. Let's really, what could that mean for somebody? What can that mean for a newbie? What could that mean for an experienced writer? Let's really talk about that, because we were super excited that you were willing to do this.
Yeah, because I don't do it. I don't do it often. And so my thinking is going to be, all right, look, the two of us are going to talk on Zoom, and it's going to be, all right, what do you need? What do you need help with? What do you need to succeed? It's going to be a one-on-one conversation to help you to grow your business, to get better with your writing skills. If you want to just show me some stuff that you're doing, that's fine. If you want to talk about, hey, how do I do X? How do I do, then we'll talk about it. It
is negotiation skills.
Yeah, exactly. Negotiations, whatever you need that you feel like, man, if I could just talk to somebody about this, if I could just talk to someone who knows what she's talking about and what she's done, and she's been doing it for a long time and can help me kind of open doors. That is what it is. That is the value, of this whole, to me, that if you can get that, because I got that, my mentor was Clayton Makepeace. And whenever I could spend an hour in his presence, either watching him write copy or working with him writing copy or just listening to him share the pitfalls and the successes that he's had, oh my goodness, my career would just skyrocket. It would just go, because I'm going, oh, great. It's almost like, here's what to avoid. Here's where to go after. You got someone creating a map for you in this industry. So that is it. It's just, one-on-one. With the Crazy Show, I'm talking to you guys and I'm sharing things, but this is intimate. This is just the two of us talking about what it is that you personally need to help, to get you going. It's, what I would, I'd jump on it if I were me.
I mean, I think so too. I feel like just, and as our members have said, they love the camaraderie. They love learning from each other and the copy crits. But, some people, maybe they have clients that they don't necessarily want to vocalize all their details about maybe a situation that they're facing, with clients, and they feel a little timid by our group. And just to have that kind of person to like throw your ideas off of, or just work out different scenarios to help build your personal business. I think that's something that, I know we were very excited when the Mom Bus was willing to do this. So yeah, hopefully you guys see the benefit of it too. But it's definitely something very special. And it is because of our 1 year anniversary. We have made it 1 year with the Crazy Life Mentoring Show. And so we just had to do it big. And so that one-on-one chat with the Mom Boss. So you can get some encouragement. You can get some smacks upside your head, whatever it is that you're looking for. But that is definitely something that is immensely valuable. So the fact that she's willing to do this, I strongly suggest taking advantage of it. Just putting it out there. I gotta schedule appointments with her.
And I cancel her appointments a lot.
Very rude. I take it like a champ. It's all good. So Daniele, I got a question in the chat from Daniele, and this actually might be a good idea to get people thinking for the upcoming cover test challenge. What is the most underrated and least used emotion in your niche?
I don't know. I don't look at it like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. When I'm writing copy, I'm not saying what is the underrated emotion that I want to bring out in this copy. No, that's not it. I say, what does my market want and how do I give it to them? Okay. So I go that route. I don't care about, I don't care what all the emotions out there. I'm going to say, okay, we're talking about joint, stiffness or whatever. Okay, pain is going to be a big emotion. Pain relief is going to be a great benefit. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how that your back, your joints are so sore that your back goes out more than you do, and your your family can hear you coming down the steps because they your joints are creaking, trying to pick up a pencil is so painful. You don't even want to do it anymore. You don't want your grandkids to hug you because it hurts so much. So I'm going to go there. I'm not going to say, is this an underrated or an overrated emotion? I don't care, but it is what the product is about. And I'm going to talk to you about how to get it done. If it's about, let's say maybe it's just people having mood disorders or whatever, or just having blue days. I'm going to talk about that feeling of being alone, even though it's a crowded room, or just having brain fog that you can't handle anymore, or you just got to get away from everybody because the noise is just killing you, right? It's just, turn off the light. You wear sunglasses in the house because I'm going to talk about that, and so you can say, oh, you know me. That's exactly how I feel. That's a migraine headache coming on. Or that's, I'm going to talk about whatever it is that I know my market is experiencing, and I'm going to get up close and personal. So I will be using all types of emotions, but I don't know in advance that I'm going to go for the most underrated one, So I don't have an answer to that question. And by the way, I will tell you when I don't know something or I don't care to know something, because does it really matter? Are you going to say, well, if if fear is the most underrated one, then I'm going to go after fear. Well, maybe it's underrated because nobody wants it. Don't worry about that. You just go after, look at each product you work on individually and say, who am I talking to? What can this product do for this person? And how do I bring the two together? Product with the actual person to make a sale.
I think you also benefit too, Daniela, from the segment on how to write a story. Where Mom Boss has talked about the art of writing a real story. We've had some of our members submit copy where they were trying to get their story right, and she read the first 4 pages of the copy and just said, ugh. I mean, and she'll tell you, she'll just go, yuck, or ew, or no. And 4 pages in is where finally she found where the story should have started. And she'll show you that, and she'll show you where you went wrong, and how, bearing the lead and things like that. So that's stuff that you can be able to benefit from as a writer and say like, oh man, I thought this was so good, starting with all this stuff, it was really garbage, but really where you got to your story was much later in the promotion. And now you can start off with a much stronger promotion that's hitting the emotions of your prospect. So that's valuable mentoring that you just can't get from somebody who just goes, oh, that sounds nice, or try harder here, or just not interesting. It's like, no, she points it out very specifically to help you understand your process a little bit better. Understand the crazy process for doing things too. Okay, so we've got just a few minutes left, Mom Boss. So what do you have to say out there? If we're first of all, thanks everybody for tuning in live. You're like, yay!
I hope we had a little problem, so sorry if you didn't get the right link.
Can we please say for the record, you will find out as a member, and many of our members know, I say we, Mom Boss is an expert when it comes to the copy, when it comes to the sales and the message and grit. She is phenomenal, top notch. But when it comes to technology, she falls painfully short of average. I mean, we try to make it, she's gotten better in the last year, but technology is not our strong suit. We make no claims that we are tech savvy people by any means.
Well, this is the first time we did a live stream that we actually started off on time. No blank screen for 3 minutes. Forgetting to hit the live button, all those kind of things. I've done that. Okay, you know what? Like I said, look, at my age, I don't care. Okay, I will focus on what I know, and I know copy. I know how to write copy. I know how to teach copywriting. So that's why I have a team who should have gotten their act together and not let you guys be waiting. So sorry about the oops that happened with that one. I'm glad you were able to still come. But you know what? We just take it in stride. It just is what it is because we just have fun. I'm going to do this as long as I'm having fun. When I stop having fun, I'm going to say, guys, 30 days notice, I'm done. So this is not something that's going to be going on forever and ever and ever. That's why we're so happy we made it to 1 year. I'm like, let's try for a few months and see what happens. And that became a year. I'm like, hey, we're just getting started here. We got some more stuff to do. And I'm loving it. I love the fact that I can mold you, help you out, show you what I know, kind of guide you. And then when you come back and say, hey, Mom Boss, my package won, or, my client, I got a new client. I'm like, I'm so excited for you. Trust me, I don't mind sharing whatever I know because you're not my competition. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't have competition. I don't care about competition. I'm doing this because I enjoy it, because I love copywriting, and it's a way of giving back because copywriting has been very good to me and my family. So I'm at that point right now where I don't mind sharing what I know because there's plenty of work. You can go out there and get your clients and succeed in your own path, and I'll be just as happy for you as I was for me. So it's good. It's all good. So I'm in a feeling I want to share it. I have no problems telling you what I know. I don't hold back. I'm not going to go, oh, I can't tell you that secret. I was like, I'll tell it to you.
We try to tell her, you're not supposed to tell this. And then she does, which is why we have officially put in place our confidentiality agreements for all of our live shows, because the Mom Boss just wants to tell you and show you everything. It's a peep show. Every week she's showing it off. Goodness. So not that it's a real peep show. I don't know.
Peep show. But listen, we got to get ready to go. But I just want to say, we got 2 minutes left. You know what? Thank you, first of all, for coming. I really appreciate it. That's number one. Number two, if you are not sure that this is for you, join anyway. Try it out. Let me tell you right now, if you sign up today and you show up on Thursday, and at the end of Thursday's show, you say, nope, this is not for me, I will get you your money back. You know, you get your money back. Thank you so much for trying out. Goodbye, whatever, no problem. Okay, so you could try the first show out. If I don't wow you with the very first show, get out. Get out. No problem. No problem. But you're gonna stay. So I'm just saying. So if you're not sure, don't miss this opportunity. Okay, we've never done this before. We've never had this higher stakes before. Don't miss out on this, because this could be your way to get into the industry, to grow your business, to make some money, make connections, get samples, meet people who are going to help you, you know, in your peers. I mean, it's just pretty awesome. I love this show. I just love it. So I'm not telling you anything that I don't believe myself. So if you know you're going to do it now. Sign up right now. If you're not sure you're going to do it, sign up right now. And if you don't like it by Thursday's show, we start at 1 o'clock on Thursday. If by 3:05, when we finish at 3 o'clock, by 3:05, you're not like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, then just tell me. Send me an email, Carline, I want out. I don't want this anymore. You'll get, refund your, your credit card will just barely get hit. So don't worry. I can do that, because I only want you if you want to be there, if you're the right person to be there. And I think you are. If you're showing up here, I think you are. So I don't want you to feel any obligation that way. And then again, you can cancel anytime. 30, you don't have to give me 30 days notice. At the end of the month, you can say, I don't want to continue next month. And then we will cancel your subscription. Thank you very much. We keep it going. But in the meantime, take advantage of all the great stuff that we've got for you. You will be blown away at our members page, with all of the course that we have, plus all of the classes that we've had. Wow. You want to talk about mega education and copywriting, man. It's there for you. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming. Tiara, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming in here. I'll see you on Thursday. We're going to have a kick butt show anniversary. Come for the anniversary surprise. Anyway, hopefully we'll see you guys. Again, take care. See you on Thursday at 1 o'clock. Go register now. Bye-bye.